What up, troops? Yo, this video is, I'm being more positive and she's getting more bitchy. You know, why is that? Okay, so this video is really about certainty. Okay, now in a relationship, when you create some relationship with someone in the beginning, okay, you know, there's a certain narrative that's set between the two of you guys, a certain kind of role that each person plays, right? So, for example, I mean, that could be, and certainty comes in all flavors, okay? That could be good or bad, okay? That could be healthy, unhealthy, either or both, or a mix of the two. But whatever that certainty is, a woman needs that. It's a human need. We all need it. But in this relationship case, it's a woman's need to be certain where she stands, this, that, and the third thing, all right? So, with that being said, now, so if you're creating a negative rapport, for example, with someone, you met this woman and you guys have actually, you know, you get along, but you fight a lot, you argue, you weren't the best person ever, you know, neither is she, but you guys shared this muckery of love, which is, you know, unhealthy or traditional. You say you're stuck together, you're traditional because, you know, that's the way the family was, you know, where your culture is, your background. It require you guys actually, you know, grow together, or just you got forced marriage or whatever, prearranged marriage, what you want to call it. So whatever the case is, you're together, okay? And it's not healthy. And all of a sudden, say, for example, you decide to have, say, for example, okay, you're on this video right now, right? All of a sudden, you start having to change your mind. You know, so you know what? I want to take care of myself. Or you get a better job, any kind of life shift or a mental shift. You're just growing up, you know. Hey, yeah, I fought a lot. I was in my 20s, I fought a lot. I was in my 20s, of course. You know, I didn't understand women. I didn't get female nature. Now I get female nature. Like I always say, guys, never argue with women. Never argue. You're not going to win, all right? So maybe that's sunk in your head and shit. And you say, you know what? I'm not arguing no more. I'm going to turn a new leaf. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, okay? And that's great. You know, you should be doing it. You should be improving. And you should be growing. You know, if you're going to become, you know, this alpha that you're supposed to be and live your alpha life, you got to change. You can't do what you've been doing because that's a beta mindset and you ain't going to change. But now, good for you. Congratulations. Now you're starting to see things. Your eyes are waking up. You're becoming more aware, okay? Now that you become more aware, you want more in life, okay? It's just a progression of things, how things work. It's just how things go, okay? So, now, because you're doing that now, doesn't mean that everybody's on board with that, okay? You got to remember that, because what happens is when you start changing and becoming a better person, all right, you're changing the identity of how she identifies with you. Because if you argued and fight and this and that and you didn't get along, but you did, it was passionate. See, for her, the way you guys got along could mean love, arguing, yelling, getting physical. Okay, that could translate to her. It could mean love based on her background. Okay, maybe it's tradition of fathers, you know, put their hands on their mom and all that other shit. Certain countries do that, and places right here too, United States too. So it's all, you know, it's basically, you know, either way, you know, it's not right, period. But you got it now. Now you get the idea. So now you want to change. Okay, she's going to feel, first of all, if you do something like that, she's going to have reservations. She's not going to understand who you are. She's going to start having, she needs to get that certainty back to try to get you back in that frame, okay? Back in the barrel of bullshit, okay? She's used to bullshit, okay? So she's not changing. Why are you changing all of a sudden? So she's going to take that very personal because she's losing a part of herself. So let's get into some of the reasons why they do this and see what's going through her mind at this point in time. For the most part, when women feel this way, here's some of the things that she should look at, that she's going through right now. Here's some of the things she should be looking at, or you should be looking at, that, you know, is reflecting on her, okay? This is how she sees it in most cases, all right? So if you're doing these things right now, you're starting to do, you know, you're starting to feel, you know, better about yourself. You're starting to improve, and you're wondering, hey, why she, you know, what the fuck? I'm doing better. I'm not yelling at her. I'm not, you know, whatever. She's offended because, number one, she's losing her trust in you, okay? Because you're not who you are, or not who you said you were in that contract. When you first met, you're not that guy no more, okay? You're becoming somebody totally different. So her trust in you, You're not that low-value guy. You're changing the contract. She can't trust who you are right now at this masculine core. It's kind of the same thing if you work on the road, you know, and your wife doesn't see you in 8 months, or you're in the military, you're overseas somewhere, and you're not communicating well, or you're not really have a close connection. Okay, the more you're away, you drift apart. You know, you become strangers. And when you come home, or say you got put away on vacation, you know, for about you did 10-year bid, you know, or more, and you come home, you know, it's kind of like you're two strangers all over again. You gotta meet all over again. Okay, and some women are not willing to do that. Some women want things the way they are. Okay, so if you do that, they lose trust. Okay, they kind of not trusting your frame. They're getting uneasy. Okay, next one, because they're gonna feel, this is all places of fear, actually. So just, you know, just know that this is one place of fear. You know, women are afraid of this stuff, and because of these reasons. Okay, not knowing who you are, which is the trust factor. And then we talk about abandonment, fear of being abandoned. Okay, because she's losing you. Okay, the more you're around her, the more you're trying to, you know, you're being this better person. You know, you're trying to raise your standards. You're losing her. Because she's losing who you were. You're not that guy. She's trying to get you back, and you're not being negative. You're responding positively. Okay, you're ignoring her negative. You're not putting your hands on her. You're not supposed to do this stuff, but in her mind, this shit is getting wacky, and you're acting weird. So she's offended. Okay, so she's also going to be a little bit desperate when it comes to this part too, because women are afraid to be alone. That's the biggest fear, is getting old and being alone. So, you know, I get it. You know, I understand female nature. I get it. But does it make it, you know, you don't have to stay in this spot. All right? Let's continue. So, not only will she feel abandoned and lose trust, this makes her bitchy, of course. So, and also, she's going to be, she's going to feel betrayed by you for being this kind of new guy all of a sudden. Okay, she may even say, hey, you know, you need to get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to make more money. We need to get, how come we don't have this? How come we don't have that? When you start doing that shit, here's the drawback, when she doesn't really mean it. Some women will be happy and they'll support you. That's what I'm talking about, that right there. I'm talking about the ones that are offended. And don't forget, she's getting bitchy as you're getting better, remember? So as you're improving, she's getting bitchy. That woman, the reason why she's doing it, not the other way around. You should be getting support. And she should be accolades. She should be pushing you on and cheering you on and shit and supporting you in your fucking goals and your dreams in life. But this is right here, this was not doing that. So let's continue. So she's feel betrayed because you're this new guy, like I said again, but it also puts her in a position of feeling judged by you. Now you're judging her because you're moving up your standards and she's still here. She doesn't have a goal or a dream, or her goal was to stick with you and y'all be in a miserable box together. That was her goal, you know. She didn't push you to be better or anything like that. So she wasn't going to try to, you know, it's easy that way. There's no pressure. She ain't got to do much, okay? And hoping that you feel that way too, that you ain't got to do much, so you can fight and fulfill her needs and her little tics and her triggers of emotion and passion by fighting and arguing and then making up sex and this, that, and the third thing and causing drama, okay? So she needs that, okay? And also, she knows that that's hard to get, you know. In some cases, guys ain't gonna put up with that shit if she ain't on her fucking game. If she ain't got nothing going for her and she's doing this, they're gonna put up with that. They're gonna hit it, smash and leave, smash and dash, whatever, if she's lucky. She can get things to smash it, but not the one she want. So the point of the matter is that, you know, she knows she likes you, she's into you, or she's your wife, or it's LTR relationship right here. It's LTR, so she's used to you. She's comfortable. It's familiar, okay? That's why she'd rather stay there rather than, she's too lazy to do anything other than that. Everything's going well. Why are you rocking the boat? Why are you screwing things up? Get miserable again. What the hell? What are you doing? You know? That's the problem, okay? And the last thing is, of course, she's also going to be afraid of your mindset. Because now that you're locked into this frame here of raising your standards and stepping up, you're going to have more options, okay? She knows what her superpowers are. As far as pussy powers, they're limited, okay? Nothing else behind that. There's no substance behind her pussy power, okay? She knows that. And physical, all that's it's not gonna last long if she's really hot, okay? Chances are she's not really hot because she's not happy with herself in a sense where she's always fighting, arguing with you, and trying to get drama going on to keep you there with her, okay? But now you've moved on. Now, the question becomes, do you raise your standards? Do you try to bring her along? What, this, that, and the third thing, okay? Here's the deal. At this point, if she's noticing you changing and she's being bitchy, she's not ready to accept your change, who you are. The question becomes, do you want to sit back, wait for her to get ready for you, wait for her to support you? If it's your wife, you got to have a conversation with her, okay? You got to lay down ground rules. If it's your wife, LTR, you have to sit down with her and have to communicate some ground rules that are changing, okay? She has to get her on board. If not, you got to see a counselor or whatever, but you really got to have that conversation. But it should not stop you from being, your best. You have to live your purpose. If her purpose is not your purpose, and you're not moving in the same direction, you got to make a hard decision, okay? You could take her with you, okay? That's your choice. Or you can leave her until she's ready to come back and join you or whatever. But that's going to be on you, But at this point, if you are changing, good for you. If you're not going to, okay, say, for example, you decide, you know what, it's too much trouble. I'm going to stay with my wife and just, or my girlfriend. I'm just going to do what she wants to do and make her happy. Now you're fucking up because now you show weakness again, okay? She could be doing this, it could be a bluff, okay? She may be afraid to change. That's where your leadership and power brings her along. You're supposed to make her feel comfortable. I got you. Just come, I got you. We're going to do this together. That's all. Find out what she wants to do. Let her figure some things out. Something to work on. All right? So listen, I see new guys subscribing. Welcome to the family. Once you're on this channel, your family. I see you out there. All right? I see you guys jumping in. Leave some comments as well. Okay? Like, subscribe, comment below. It's XL, and I'm out.